know, the Twitch was saying hi to you. Got some people over in Twitch chat saying hello. And I was like, we haven't started yet. Sorry. YouTube starts a little bit later than Twitch. Usually I'm like, okay, I'm going to get warmed up on Twitch and then we're going to get started on YouTube. And then also I have to be mindful of how much storage I have left on my computer because we might run out. We'll see. I need to clear my storage space again. Oh boy, but we have more offensive on the Justin Baldoni team. He has released a full 12-minute footage of him and Blake Lively on the set to try to dispute one of the claims that was made by Blake Lively and her team. Now, for those of you guys who are like, listen, I'm like in the middle, but I'm getting pulled left, right, I don't know who to believe, maybe take my approach. Just chill, watch what's happening, you know, be like the nosy neighbor who's vacuuming the sidewalk, okay? Because you're just trying to figure out what is going on, who's in the wrong, who's in the right, and honestly, I think it's just too soon. I know there's a lot of people who strongly feel like they are team Justin Baldoni, most of you guys. And then there are people who feel like they're team Blake Lively, some of you guys. But I think there's just so much information that we just don't have. I think it's okay. I think it's prudent to wait until, you know, we find out more stuff. For me, I'm like, I think we need to have the trial because we're getting all these documents where we're not even on the same or similar page. We are just straight up to saying, no, the other party is lying. So guys, we're going to watch the 12-minute footage and see what you guys think. We are going to go back a little bit to some parts of Blake Lively's lawsuit and Justin Baldoni to see what they said about this scene. And you know what? I honestly have some issues with both sides. Although I haven't done this portion on my own yet, I'm going to do it with you guys live. I did watch the 12-hour footage. Popcorn Planet streamed it live. He posted a video yesterday and I was like, oh, what's going on here? But I didn't really sit down, pay attention to each and every scene. I just had it playing for breakfast. But now that I'm here with you guys, let's watch it. Let's see what's up. But here are my thoughts so far with Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively on both their teams. I feel like on both sides, they either take something that might seem innocuous and they'll blow it up and make it a lot bigger than what it really is. Or maybe when you're filing a complaint, I don't know. I guess we see it all the time, right? Like when you have a complaint, when you have a lawsuit or a police affidavit, and you're like, damn, this looks really fucking bad. And then when the trial happens, you're like, huh, wow, that side really fucking exaggerated, didn't they? It's not as bad as it sounded or the way that it's represented. So that's the issue that I have with both sides. It seems like one party would take something, really exaggerate to try to either get the reader to side with them. But I feel like a lot of us are smart enough to know that we don't like to feel like we're being lied to or we're being exaggerated to. A lot of people could just read between the lines, right? You don't need to be like, oh my God, this happened. This is so bad. I don't know. I would just say when you're filing your complaints, why not just try to keep it as just stick to the facts? I don't know. Because now when I'm reading both sides, I'm just like, I get annoyed here. I get annoyed there. And I just don't like how there is some dishonesty. I don't know. But like I said, maybe there's just more behind it. Maybe, in a complaint, maybe you're just kind of paraphrasing what's happening. But there's just some stuff on both sides where I'm just like, okay, what the fuck? This just seems like we're kind of being manipulated, maybe. I don't know. Is Twitch buffering for anyone? No, please don't say that. Are we good? Are we good? You know what, Fatty Hattie? There are videos on YouTube. If you just want to just play and just watch it, you can just go and watch it on YouTube. I'm going to be reacting to it. We're going to have to be pausing it. And I think the reason why we have to pause it a lot is because there's going to be some copyright music. So that's going to be really annoying. And if it is, then I recommend you just watch it on your own. I have a strong discernment for bullshit. Hi, Front Helm. How are you doing today? Okay, wait, hold on a second. Are we good now? Press 1 in chat if we are good and we're not buffering. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's on YouTube where people are like, oh no, it's buffering. Twitch is fine at the moment. Okay, I don't know if it's a Twitch thing or if it's my internet. My internet's being a little bit lately, but no one's really home today. So I should be having all the bandwidth and it should be fine. Okay, we're good here. All right. So like I mentioned, we are going to watch a 12-minute video, but if it's the same video as the one that I was listening to yesterday, it's going to have a lot of copyright music. So I'm going to have to pause a lot of parts, or we're just going to have to really interrupt or really talk over. So we'll see. I haven't seen this one yet, the one that was released by E-News. Hi, guys. How's it going? So we have this here. I'm going to go and read parts of the lawsuit on both sides. That way you guys can see what each side has said so far. So Well, Fatty Hattie, it's my stream, and that's how we do things here. So if you're just impatient, you can just watch it on your own. There are many other channels out there. I don't know. I feel like it's a really easy solution. Okay, so we're going to start with Blake Lively. Let's see what she has said about this, and let's see what Justin Baldoni's response is. So with Blake Lively, we're going to go to page 54, number 89. Oh, let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can read along with me. Okay, so this is what Lively said about this romance montage. Lively's later complaint sheds light on what this post was. Oh, wait, no, this is Blake. No, this is Baldoni's. Sorry, let me go to Blake Lively's. Blake Lively. On another occasion, Mr. Baldoni and Miss Lively were filming a slow dance scene for a montage in which no sound was recorded. Mr. Baldoni chose to let the camera roll and have them perform the scene, but did not act in character as Ryle. So Blake Lively is saying that Baldoni is the one that did not act in character. Let's see who doesn't act in character first. Instead, he spoke to Miss Lively out of character as himself. At one point, he leaned forward, slowly dragged his lips from her ear and neck down her ear as he said, "It smells so good." None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script. Nothing needed to be said because, again, there was no sound. Mr. Baldoni was caressing Miss Lively, I know it says Mr. Lively, but I think they meant Miss Lively. Ryan Reynolds, I didn't hear, okay? With his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. When Miss Lively later objected to his behavior, Mr. Baldoni, who the fuck wrote this? Mr. Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." So, not gonna lie, when I first read this, I was like, oh, that sounds kind of bad. Sounds a little bit creepy. Was it not in the script? Was he improvising? Maybe he was improvising. Maybe that's what actors and actresses do. However, when we look at the scene, a lot of this seemed to have really been taken out of context. Okay, so again, this is the Blake Lively lawsuit. Let's see what the Baldoni complaint says. Baldoni complaint 89. Lively's later complaint sheds light on what this point was alluding to in the demand, which at the time was baffling, and upon review of the film evidence is unequivocally based on a lie. So they have the video on hand, but here's my question. Does Team Blake Lively also have these footages as well? Or was she trying to recall from memory and she was just maybe possibly incorrect? I mean, if she was the one who at some point ended up editing the video, I would assume that her team would have access to these footages. I don't know, maybe they don't anymore. Production was filming a romance montage of Lily and Ryle on their date. One of the producers played music to set the mood so the characters could slow dance. Lively, consistently unable to take direction, insisted she really liked the idea of the characters constantly talking because, as she described, she and her husband like to keep talking and talking and talking. Baldoni, her director, and the film's assistant director, who was directing the scene, disagreed. In an attempt to encourage her to take his direction, Baldoni offered up what he and his wife often just looked into each other's eyes silently, to which she responds, "Like sociopaths," and laughed. Baldoni laughed and shook it off, while Lively once again started talking about how her and her husband can't not talk. Baldoni said, "I think that's cute," and complimented the couple, to which Lively responded, "I think it's more than cute." So they're trying to say, I guess, Blake Lively couldn't take direction and she just kept talking and talking. And the scene was just supposed to be a couple kind of just like, holding each other in their arms and like gazing into each other's eyes. But seems like Blake Lively just kept talking and talking. And she's like, "Oh, my husband and I, that's what we do. That's what we do when we're together, right? It's more cute." Next paragraph. Oh God, I have so many notes on here, but I think I'm gonna go over the notes when we're going over the scene, I think. There's a part about a nose job, which we will listen to. But here's the nose job part. Actually, you know what? We'll wait to the nose job part and then we'll read it. Uncomfortable and gratuitous scene. Okay, so we're going to go over these notes afterwards. So let's start the scene. And like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure it's copyright music. So I don't know how we're going to do this. On YouTube is going to be a little bit tough. On Twitch, on the other hand, Twitch is usually a little bit more easier. As long as the music, you don't save the VOD, it's fine, or they can delete it. YouTube, on the other hand, they will literally like pause your stream in the middle and then you just don't see any footage. So I think this is what Team Baldoni wrote. Miss Lively's complaint alleges that during a scene, Mr. Baldoni and Miss Lively were filming for a slow dancing montage. Mr. Baldoni was behaving inappropriately. So I want you guys to watch this video and let me know if you think he was behaving inappropriately. The following videos captured on May 23rd, 2023 clearly refute Miss Lively's characterization of his behavior. The scene in question was designed to show the two characters falling in love and longing to be close to one another. Both actors are clearly behaving well within the scope of the scene and with mutual respect and professionalism. Hey, Maninja, how are you doing today? These are all 3 takes filmed of the sequence. So I'm assuming there's no other takes. We're going to take their word for it that there isn't a 4th take out there floating around or anything like that. Hey, Watt, how are you doing today? Hi, Brave Lexus. She just mad everyone knows the real her, which is a B. She seems impossible to compliment. Blake's team just asked for a gag order. Wow, that she is scrambling. Oh, are they asking for a gag order so Baldoni doesn't release anything else in the future? I mean, honestly, it's... If your reputation was at stake and you wanted to clear it right away and not wait for the couple of years later down the road for a trial to happen or, you know, court documents to be released, I can understand why people want to kind of just start release the evidence now so the public can just really get their opinions on it. I get that. But man, Blake Lively has responded. We'll get to the end, I guess. You watch the video, I would feel uncomfortable as a married woman, but I'm not an actor that signed up for the job of acting. LOL. All right. So this is part of the scene. I wish we had this whole script though for this. I don't know, it'd be kind of nice. So I think that means like exterior of the bar, it's nighttime. Lily and Ryo slow dance in the bar. Patrons around them. Sorry, there's a new fire that's happening. It's far away from me though. But man, we're getting all these alerts about it. I hope they're able to put it out. Lily and Ryo slow dance in the bar. Patrons around them drinking and watching sports, completely in their own world. Oh, sorry, I had it slowed down.
Script, exterior, bar, night. Lily and Ryle slow down. The footage that...
Comedy. And I felt it there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, that's all they're supposed to do.
Ready, everyone?
It's to communicate.
Talking here at the bar, something's on the screen.
And can you give us a couple cues of like they score? Just so everyone else around us is having a moment.
But is it as rambunctious as it was earlier on?
No, it's never going to be because we're in slow-mo, but just they're watching, people are watching games. We see some, just some hands and things like that. Yeah, thank you.
Ready, and everybody gets, and playback, background, and camera.
So I'm going to pause it. Oh, gosh. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know if this is going to be watchable on YouTube because they're talking over the music and the music is going to, the stream is not going to like the music. We'll do our best, okay?
I may not always love you.
This is on the mark, so maybe
As long as there are stars above you.
Oh, okay.
You never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it.
They score!
God only knows what I need.
So I do want to comment that it seems like in Blake Lively's lawsuit, she said that Justin Baldoni is the one who broke character and he spoke to Miss Lively out of characters himself. But it seems like the person who started first was Blake Lively. Like she was basically saying, oh, like, the lighting comment thing, right? And he was responding to it. He's leaning in for a kiss a little bit.
Though life would still go on, believe. So what good would
Ryan, go to the bar. Ryan, go to the bar.
that's already twice already that she's engaged the breaking out of character where, yes, they are filming this montage, but she's like, oh, hey, she's giving him directives. So I can understand why maybe it's really confusing is, are we in fucking character or are we not? Are we in character and then are we also having conversation about how to direct this scene? Sorry, the music.
You can butt in if you want.
I mean, it seems like on her complaint, she would have already been comfortable around here, maybe. Maybe she felt uncomfortable that he was leaning in, he was like kind of like putting his nose around her face and then like kind of like maybe like caressing her, slowly kissing her. I don't know what he was doing. We can't really see. But maybe she made the suggestion like, hey, instead of this, maybe we should just talk because, you know, all this here is not part of the scene. But I don't fucking know. I don't know. He could just be improvising. He could just be like, oh, hey, I think it'd be really cool to do this. And maybe he didn't tell her. I don't fucking know. Hey, Beta.
If you should ever leave me,
Right across again where you were.
life will still go on, believe me.
The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me?
God only knows what I need.
So I don't know if like when he's like leaning in towards her neck area, if that is making her feel uncomfortable and she's just rolling with it, or during this time if she didn't care.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
Score? Can we do a score? Couple scores? While we're yeah, great.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like there's like a difference in opinions here. So he says, no, I just got lost. I don't know if him caressing her was not part of the scene. And she's like, hey, let's just stick to the talking. Like, stop caressing me and let's just stick to the talking. He's like, oh, yeah, I know. I just got lost. You know, I just got, you know, maybe he was just like really into the scene and stuff like that. But I mean, overall, it's like we're filming for a scene. It's acting. I guess, what is protocol? What is protocol? Like, how much of improv when it's like romantic stuff is okay versus how much is not okay? Like, what is the protocol? What do people normally do on set? And then also, he is like a new young director. Maybe on the set of when he was like on, you know, the Jane the Virgin set, maybe they did a lot of improv and that was okay. But maybe to Blake Lively, she's not used to dealing with someone who does a lot of improv for romance stuff. And she's like, oh, this is not okay. I don't know.
We have no issue talking most of the time.
Yeah, and you're like, what are they saying?
You'll never know in slow motion. You're never gonna find out.
God only knows.
And they win!
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
Staring? You just stare.
literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. We just literally look at each other and like
When I
time.
found a sociopath.
So in Baldoni's lawsuit, when he was just like, oh yeah, staring at each other, like you guys were psychopaths or sociopaths. I forgot what they said, Blake Lively said. Sociopath. The way that they represented it made her seem like she was kind of like being mean to him, but it seems like they're having a normal, casual conversation. And he's like, oh yeah, like even you would think that like it's probably like, you know, what did he say? I think you would find it terrifying. And then she's like, oh, haha, she's laughing. And then she's like, oh yeah, like, you know, oh no, I found a sociopath. But I mean, it just seems like things are pretty light. They're joking with each other. I wish on both sides on their lawsuits, they would kind of just stick with what really happened instead of like putting things out of context and making things look worse than it really is. Because when we get to watch this, we're like, oh, well, it wasn't really that bad, right?
And like time stops.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my God, there's not enough time.
And they score again.
No.
Again.
It's like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you something else.
I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
They won the Stanley Cup.
I think it's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So compliment. I just want to comment on this part right here. Again, I have to interrupt this because I don't know the music and all that stuff. When I initially like read about this, I was thinking like, is Blake Lively just really sensitive about her relationship? Did she think that Justin Baldoni was trying to downplay her relationship and being like, oh yeah, it's cute, and she's like, well, it's actually more than cute. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she's like annoying like that, or if she thinks in her mind that Justin Baldoni isn't interested in her, that he's trying to hit on her, and that he's trying to say that like, oh yeah, you and Ryan Reynolds, oh yeah, I guess that's cute. And she's like, no, it's more than cute. Like, I don't know if she thinks that Justin Baldoni is like trying to creep on her, and that she's just trying to reset the boundaries by letting her know that like, no, my husband and I are really cute, and that maybe to show that she's really in love with her husband. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see that here. I don't see that at all here. It seems like this is professional. They're filming. It seems like they're bantering. It's light amongst each other. I don't know.
It's like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you something else.
I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
They won the Stanley Cup.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then let's just do one almost like super close.
Yeah.
Can you guys frame up on the?
I don't know. He seems pretty professional to me. So he's like telling her like, okay, like let's do this. And then he's like I don't know. He's a director and an actor at the same time. Maybe him being a director and an actor, maybe Blake Lively just thought that he was trying to take advantage of that role by trying to creep on her. I don't know. I don't know what happened before. Maybe some shit happened before this scene, and she already has a mindset that, oh my God, Justin Baldoni is a creep, and then anything that he does, even though it seems innocuous, it may be seen as creepy behavior. I don't know. But obviously it seems like this to us looks normal. This seems to us maybe looks professional. I mean, we're not in the acting world. We're not in the movie industry, right? But to me, it just seems like, okay, this looks kind of normal. This looks kind of like, I don't see anything wrong with it. But I don't know what's going on in her fucking mind. Maybe there is something that happened before where everything that he's doing now just seems really creepy. I don't know.
Sebastian, on you.
Yeah. We'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I think you should start talking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Still rolling.
Don't give it to them. They want it. Don't give it to
They
them.
score.
Just
Right.
keep restraint.
Yeah.
Score.
Just do a little bit of restraint.
Ryan, come on back. And the couple by the bar walk towards us across.
So at this point, she's really insistent on the talking thing. Is it because one, she's trying to take over and direct and she disagrees with how he's directing? Or is it because two, she feels uncomfortable with him leaning close and then kissing her when it wasn't on the script? Maybe. And that's why she keeps pushing the talking and talking thing. I don't know.
No, your name, sorry. Ponytail lady.
And then-
Cross this way,
Let's
cross
do
this way. Take your day, cross this way.
I feel so nosy.
I know. And my
Noses.
and my nose is so big.
I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that. And
Yeah.
then,
Cut.
just kidding.
No, it's true. That's why we hired Jenny Slate too. Our noses big.
Okay, so again, in Justin Baldoni's complaint, when he was talking about the nose job thing, yeah, it sounded really fucking offensive. But then when we see how it happened on the scene, it was like, I mean, they're both joking about it, you know? Maybe she just take it a little bit further by saying, you know, the whole rhinoplasty thing, not verbatim, but it seems like they're just joking about it. And honestly, here's what they wrote in the complaint. While on the other hand, Lively accuses Baldoni of making comments about her appearance. On the other hand, she made derogatory comments about Baldoni's appearance, telling him he shouldn't go with rhinoplasty, a nose job, something Baldoni has publicly expressed insecurities about and has discussed in an episode of his podcast, Man Enough, exploring the topic of body dysmorphia. Lively's comment about Baldoni's nose is also captured on camera. Baldoni, rather than write down a list of grievances against Lively, brush it off and move on to the other scene. So I could see him brushing it off. Like, so he's leaning in on her, and she's like, oh, it feels really nosy. I don't know if she's just trying to just make fun of him. I don't know if she's just like, you know, she thinks it's funny and she just wanted to say it. I don't know if she felt uncomfortable with him leaning that close, even though they're shooting this. I don't know. But he's also joking with it as well. But I could tell that, like, I don't know, to me, it kind of does look like he's a little bit annoyed because he's just trying to get the scene and then she's like interrupting.
I feel so nosy.
I know.
I feel like
And my-
just noses.
And my nose is so big.
I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that. And
Yeah.
then,
Right. And he's the one who said, my nose is so big first. And then she makes a joke with the whole insurance thing.
Cut.
just kidding.
No, it's true. That's why we hired Jenny's late too. Our noses big.
All right, let's go to the next. I think this is the next take.
So if you're like, oh, we missed some stuff.
Yeah.
They know each other better than that. She's not marrying someone she doesn't know. Would like.
Something else happened that I don't want to share. I feel like both are blowing up things that aren't a big deal. Did you watch Bose's video yesterday? I recommend you guys go check out Bose's video. I watched a lot of content creators covering Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and from like the legal perspective, from the people who do like, you know, celebrity pop culture stuff, and watch Bose's video. I think it's a breath of fresh air.
Lots of red flags. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay, there's stuff that we don't know.
All of it.
Yeah. It feels.
Take one step further, Catherine, please. Great, thank you.
Let's start on action. Let's just do everyone celebrated. There's a game going on. On action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
People pass.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot she did get her nose done. She did. All right.
Action. Let's just do everyone celebrated. There's a game going on. On action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
People passing.
On action, it'll just be celebration. They've just scored. Ready and
Well, I'm gonna
lay back.
get your hat in there for a
lay
second,
back,
and then I'll take it off. Like I'll try to kiss you, and then I'll take it off.
background.
Great.
'Cause I know you wanted the hat.
Yeah, you know I like my hats. Oh, got this sticker. Good.
Is it a sticker?
Yeah, no, there's no sticker.
And they score! They score!
As long as there are stars above you,
Yo.
darling, I'll make you so sure about
Sorry, music. I forgot. No, her name is not Bozo. It's Bose. Although she might call her community the Bozos.
If you should
I'm not getting a beard on you today.
I'm probably getting spray tan on you.
It smells good.
Well, it's not that. It's my body makeup.
walk could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me?
And they win! They won!
So I'm gonna go to Blake Lively's lawsuit again. The way that she describes Justin Baldoni, she describes him as a creep. Like out of nowhere, he was just like running his like mouth along her neck, her ear, or something like that. Sorry, I have it up here. I should just pull it up. And that out of nowhere, he says it smells so good. But shit, did I lose it? He didn't act in character. He spoke to Miss Lively out of care. Oh, sorry. Hold on. This paragraph is actually in reference to this scene. I'm sorry. I think I was talking about the other previous scene. Okay, who broke character first, actually? Let's go back. I think didn't they both break character?
I know you wanted to get your hat in there for a second, and then I'll take it off. Like I'll try to kiss you, and then I'll take it off.
Background.
Great.
'Cause I know you wanted the hat.
Yeah, you know I like my hats. Oh, got this sticker. Good.
Is it a sticker?
Yeah, no, there's no sticker.
And they score! They score!
as long as there are stars above you,
Yo.
darling, I'll make you so.
If you should
I'm not getting a beard on you today.
I'm probably getting spray tan on you.
It smells good.
So she's saying that like he broke character, and then he told her that she smelled good. But here's the thing: she has been breaking character in the previous shots, unless these shots are in sequential. I think they are though. It seems like she was also breaking character. So it wasn't like they were completely professional the entire way, and then all of a sudden he broke character. Was like, "Oh, you smell so good." That's just not what happened. So they said that he did not act in character. He spoke to Miss Lively out of character. At one point, he leaned in, slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck, and said, "It smells so good." That is not what happened. That's why I'm wondering, does Blake Lively not have access to these footages and she's just recalling it from her memory? If she is, and that could be why there is some indiscrepancy here. But like I said, since she pretty much edited the film per, you know, the Baldoni team, since she edited the film, she probably has access to all these footages and videos. Maybe she didn't go back and look at them when filing this lawsuit. I don't know, but that is just a mischaracterization. He didn't just randomly out of nowhere say, it smells so good. He was like, oh, am I getting beard on you today? And then she's like, oh, you're probably getting like spray tan. And I think he was just like, oh, it smells good. I don't know. I don't know if that's creepy. I don't know if that's creepy. But I think what happens is when you're being sexually harassed, small things in the future could be seen as not a big deal unless something happened before where it primed your mind into thinking everything that happens after that seems way more creepier than it really is. Or maybe it is creepy. But like I said, I don't know. Something must have happened before in her mind where she thought Justin Baldoni was already exhibiting creepy behavior or something. Because when we're watching this, we're just like, I mean, it doesn't seem as bad, but we're not in her head. So
I'm probably getting spray tan on you.
It smells good.
Well, it's not that. It's my body makeup.
They win.
I think we got plenty.
Yes.
Slow motion. It's going to be a 17-minute reel.
I don't know. Justin Baldoni at the end, like he just looks like he's just over it. I don't know if he's over it because he's annoyed of Blake Lively like talking, or if he's just like, okay, we got the shot, whatever, or if he's over it because he was trying to creep on her and it was not successful. I don't know.
All right, cut. I think we got plenty.
Yes.
Slow motion. It's going to be a 17-minute reel.
Okay, and then is there more? Oh, this is like the foot scene.
Well, I pictured her in like
Apple, take one, Amber.
very simple stuff, but then not the floral. I always thought she was badass than that. But there's no
God, these fucking shoes, fucking killer. I'm not saying killer as in like, oh my God, they slay. No, these shoes like, dude, my fucking back hurts just looking at this. My fucking calves are tight right now. Just looking at this.
description.
Set and playback and background.
Love you.
I don't know. There's any talking in this one.
You never
I'm going to let you direct this, okay?
Oh, I think they're talking.
You never
I'm going to let you direct this, okay?
Something about you direct us. I can't really hear. I don't know if you guys can hear. I hate those shoes. I hate those shoes for her character.
You never
I'm going to let you direct this, okay?
I think he says, I'm not going to something. I'm going to let you direct this, okay?
You never
I'm going to let you direct this, okay?
I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be.
I don't know. They're talking about something.
My heel's being cropped out of there.
Don't crop out her heel.
This sparkle.
If you should ever leave me,
I think if I'm
The shoes are cute, but my back is hurting. And then also, I just didn't feel like her wardrobe was just right for the Lily character. I didn't like it.
still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? Only knows what I'd be without you.
There we go. Sorry, I'm so sorry. No, it's better.
Spinning. Here we go.
They look like cheap plastic China shoes. They're cute. He's wearing sneakers and she's wearing sparkly heels. Yes. I don't know if you guys watched the movie, but her character in the movie wears really expensive outfits. Yeah, I can't really hear their conversation. Yeah, we're not really getting much here, unfortunately. It's really loud.
God, we're good. Blake Lively special, everybody.
The filming of the scene
Yeah, so if anything, I think this video just shows that things are just misrepresented, in my opinion, on both sides. I think they took things out of context and made things a lot worse than it really is. My thing about Blake Lively is I don't know if she doesn't have, because Justin Baldoni and his team, they obviously viewed this footage, right? I think they could have represented more accurately. Blake Lively, on the other hand, does she not have access to these? She edited the movie. Does her and her team not have access anymore? Is it under Baldoni and his Wayfair? Like, were they the only ones that have access to the footage just after the fact? Because I don't know if she was just recalling it from memory and then she may have missed some stuff, or if they did have access to it and then they chose to go with the most, I don't know, egregious version of the story, I guess. Like him dragging his mouth down her neck and then just telling her it smells so good. It's not what happened. And then her, when she's like making fun of his like nose, I mean, they were bantering back and forth. I don't know. If anything, I think this video just really shows that we should just wait. Just wait until more stuff comes out. Does this show that she didn't feel like she's being harassed? No, because we kind of have to get in her mindset. And like I said, I don't know if something happened before where she's already primed to thinking anything Justin Baldoni does is really fucking creepy. Or maybe nothing did happen. Maybe nothing did happen. And maybe she just is misrepresenting it. I don't know. I do not know. Some of the comments that I have. So this scene, by the way, I pulled up the movie to see if this montage, them talking and all this stuff, if it was included in the movie. Because I do remember there being a romance montage. They only included about 2 to 3 seconds of it. And it was when Justin Baldoni was like slowly, like I think maybe it was like this part. Like this. It was like him leaning towards her and like they were about to kiss or something. And that's it. It was literally just like 2 to 3 seconds. So I wonder if we're going with the narrative that Blake Lively felt Justin Baldoni was sexually harassing her, did she only include 2 to 3 seconds of it because she didn't want to include the whole thing because she thought during the entirety of it she was being sexually harassed by him and she didn't want to have to relive that moment? Is that why she took over directing? Because she wanted to include or she wanted to exclude the scenes where she felt like he was being inappropriate towards her? Is that the narrative that she's going to go with? I don't know. I had to think really hard about that one. I was doing mental gymnastics to really understand from Blake Lively's perspective. Is that what happened? Or did she just want to just take over the movie and she's just lying about everything? The other thing that was in my mind, what else is in my mind? Was there just miscommunications on the set that was never really addressed? Was it that Justin Baldoni would improv things and he was trying to be professional and she felt uncomfortable with it, but she wasn't voicing it to him along the way? And then something that became so small became insidious and it just blew up into a bigger thing that it needed to be. Because it seems like, I don't know, I'm assuming Justin Baldoni felt like he didn't know what was going on. And it wasn't until there was a return to productions paperwork where he was like, oh shit, like, okay, she feels uncomfortable around me. What? That's new to me, right? So I don't know if she felt uncomfortable from the get-go, didn't communicate with him, and it just blew up even more. Maybe it got even bigger. Maybe it got even worse as she was venting it to like Ryan Reynolds or maybe her bestie, right? Or like her team or her crew. Were they just not communicating the uncomfortableness to him? Because it's possible that he could have been trying to keep it professional the entire time, but when he was pushing boundaries a little bit, maybe they never addressed it and he just didn't know, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know. We need her to testify. We need to hear from her. There was a part in Blake Lively's lawsuit where she was trying to allege that Justin Baldoni was purposely trying to include uncomfortable and gratuitous scenes. So this would go back to, did Justin Baldoni have a way of doing things that made Blake Lively feel uncomfortable? maybe he wasn't trying to sexually harass her. Or maybe he wasn't, maybe he just didn't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because now that we're watching this and people are like, well, this doesn't seem like a big deal. It seems like he's being professional. I don't know. Maybe Blake Lively does look uncomfortable. I can't really tell here. Maybe the reason why she wants to keep talking and talking is because she wants to either take over directing or she feels uncomfortable with him coming, like trying to kiss her or like caressing her or stuff like that with his nose. Like, I don't know. There's too many I don't knows out there. Too many I don't knows. Didn't she claim she asked him to stop? I honestly can't remember. She said that she later objected to his behavior, but Baldoni's response was, I'm not even attracted to you. I need more context about that. I don't know if he addressed that in his lawsuit. I don't think so. So Baldoni was caressing Lively with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. I mean, he could have been improving. He could have been like, hey, I thought this looked better for the scene. When Miss Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was, I'm not even attracted to you. So I don't think he addressed this part of it. Going back to the Lively lawsuit, page 53. Oh, do I have the wrong? Yeah, there was a part in Blake Lively's lawsuit where, she's accusing Baldoni of insisting Lively to do uncomfortable or gratuitous scenes. I mean, I wonder if Baldoni was trying to keep it professional and he had his vision and way of doing things that she didn't like. And maybe she took it as, he's trying to be creepy. He's trying to take advantage as his dual role as an actor and a director. Maybe it is awkward to direct and act at the same time. But I mean, how many times have we seen an actor also be the director of a movie? I don't know. I think what we need to hear from is, what did other people think? Did other people also have the same sentiment that he was trying to be creepy? Or did people think that he was being professional and he just had a vision for the movie? I don't know. There's a lot of questions. But I don't know. We're slowly trying to figure out what's going on. But I think it's really hard to, even though we have, 180 pages complaint here, another 111 complaint here, and we have this 12-minute video, I think we're barely even scratching the surface.
Sorry, ponytail lady.
And then
Cross this way. Cross this way. Take your
You think if Blake dropped her suit that he might drop his? I don't know if he would. I don't know. It depends on what really happened. Depends on if she is falsely accusing him of things. Or if he's like, yeah, I was being a little bit creepy. You know what? Maybe I'll just drop it. Maybe I was being a little bit creepy. I don't know if he would. I have no idea. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But I think it's okay to wait. And, we're just basically just on the sidelines watching this firestorm happening in front of us. But people were like, well, maybe Blake Lively didn't expect Justin Baldoni to retaliate and leak all this evidence. I'm like, but if Blake Lively truly, genuinely believes that Justin Baldoni and his team sabotaged her, went through this whole PR thing, completely destroyed her reputation, it's like, I'm not sure that she would think that he wouldn't retaliate. I'm sure she knew that he would respond back. And especially if he has possessions of these clips, that he would show the receipts, right? So I think we can wait and see what happens. But I can see why Justin Baldoni wants to get ahead of this now, because you don't want to wait a couple years down the road for a trial to happen and maybe clear your name if you're innocent. What are you doing playing in a role like this? That's why I don't know, I'm very curious about people who are in the movie industry, people who are like actors and actresses, right? How much of improv is okay when you're doing semi-romantic or full-blown romantic like sex scenes? I thought, I don't know, I assume people just did improv. But yeah, I don't know. What seems like normal, professional interactions to us may to her not be, because maybe something happened before this. I don't know, maybe there's already drama happening on the set, but the way that they are talking with each other, the way that, I don't know, it seems like they joke around a lot, you know? They're kind of silly with each other. There are times where I'm like, oh, did she feel uncomfortable at that instance? Was she pulling back a little bit? I don't know. It kind of looked like that, but I wasn't really sure. I don't know. Anyways, so that's about it. We'll wait to see what else happens. I think Justin Baldoni's team said they were going to release like all the text messages, but I don't know if the text messages are really going to show everything because, you know, a lot of communication can happen via phone. Sometimes people don't put things into text messages, and it seems like a lot of things that happen on the set was on the set. So maybe the text messages will address the whole sabotage allegations. And then maybe they'll use like clips and videos to address the on-set harassment allegations. So, yeah, I definitely can see that too. Melissa says, I've been uncomfortable with people and just try to be normal and laugh stuff off. We don't know what's actually going on from just this. Yeah, I agree with you, Melissa. I agree with you. Because there are times where I'll feel uncomfortable with someone, but people from the outside won't be able to tell, right? Or you'll text someone, you'll phone call someone, you'll have a conversation with them, and you'll just try to act like everything's fine, everything's cool. So that's why I'm saying that I think it's okay for us to just keep waiting and just see what really unfolds. I think to pick sides right now and to be tugged back and forth mentally, I think that might be very, very draining. So, like I said, you know, I'm just being the nosy neighbor with the vacuum, you know, just vacuuming the sidewalk, seeing what's going on with the neighbors, you know, why are they fighting over there? But I mean, this is serious stuff though, because the allegations that she has made against him, you know, especially with the persona that he's built up, his business, all that stuff, him having these like sexual harassment allegations, yeah, that really fucked his reputation. That can really tarnish it moving forward, because his brand is that he is someone who is, you know, an ally of women, right? And he's had this podcast. He's done like TED Talks. I think I haven't seen his TED Talks yet, though. Someone mentioned for me to go watch it. I haven't listened to it yet, but I don't know. I know why people want to jump on this and just like be like, oh my God, I'm completely team blah blah blah. But I think it's okay that we can just wait. But you know, it's up to you guys. Up to you guys. That's about it. I don't know. Like I don't know. We don't know. We would have to hear her testify. So we know what's going on inside her head. But like I mentioned, us looking in, unless I'm missing something. I could be missing something. We don't know what she's feeling. She did claim that there was no sound, though. No evidence at this moment. She claimed that it was supposed to just be like a montage. There was no sound recorded. So I don't think she knew that he had a mic on him. On another occasion, Mr. Baldoni and Miss Lively were filming a slow dance scene for a montage in which no sound was recorded. I think she meant that, like, for the movie, no sound was to be recorded. They were probably going to just put, like, a music overlay on it. She probably didn't know that he had one, like, a mic on him. And that, too, I mean, when you're filming, it's going to pick up the sound, right? It's later on in post-production where you can remove the sound. But I don't think she misrepresented that portion of it. I think she was just trying to say that, hey, you know, I don't know why Baldoni told me it smells so good when there was supposed to be no lines in the movie in regards to that. And we weren't filming or we weren't recording the voices. But that's the way that she represented that was also horrible, because it's not like he said that out of nowhere. He said it in response to what she said. And they were talking back and forth. I don't know. So something tells me that Blake Lively maybe does not have access to these footages. Something tells me that maybe she recalled this from memory. And usually when we recall from memory, it's inaccurate, but you remember how you feel or how you felt at that moment. So maybe she recalled it from memory and she got some stuff wrong. Because now that we're watching to see how it really went down, it was like, oh, it didn't happen this way. But I mean, that's why I'm a little bit more harsh on Justin Baldoni on his lawsuit, because like they said that they viewed the footage. They could have just stuck to what really happened. And instead of trying to make, again, they're trying to pile on the Blake Lively is a bully, is a mean girl. She's making fun of his nose, saying he's getting a nose job. But it seems like they were joking back and forth in the footage. I don't know. So now here's the thing, though. If Blake Lively does not have these footages yet, I mean, I'm sure she'll get access to it when discovery happens. But if she doesn't have access to it yet, and Baldoni and his team are releasing it, I can see why she would want to put a gag order on him. I don't know if that's true or not, though. Someone in my chat said that she was trying to do a gag order on him. I can see why. She's like, oh, shit, I don't have these footages. And they're going to keep releasing footages that make him look better. Yeah, I can see why she would want to have that halted. There's another comment I was going to make. I saw this in someone else's chat. Someone said that, did Blake Lively request for the dailies so she can get evidence that he was being creepy? I don't know. I was like, oh, that's a good point. Because remember, there's some point where Blake Lively was, she decided to take over wardrobe. Okay, fine. She decided to rewrite some of people's scripts or her script or something like that. And then she started asking for the dailies. And Justin Baldoni and his team didn't want to give it to her because, she's an actress. She's not a fucking director. And so it would be interesting. Why did she want the dailies? Did she want the dailies because she wanted to take over the directing part? Did she want the dailies because she wanted to document the parts where he was being, I guess like he was like sexually harassing her, maybe? I don't know. But that was a chat message that I saw that I thought was interesting. So I don't know. We can just wait and see what's up. That's about it. That's all I got for today. She's trying to gag him. Oh, that's right. Someone said that. Hold on. Blake Lively response. And see, these responses from both sides are going to be very, very important. You want to make sure you aren't trying to lie to the audience what they are seeing with their own eyes. So they have to be really careful. Blake Lively quickly rebukes Justin Baldoni for releasing It Ends With Us footage. Blake Lively responds. I'm not familiar with this Canadian news. In a statement following the release of the footage, Lively's team says that every frame of the release footage corroborates to the letter what Lively included in her lawsuit filed on December 20th. Justin Baldoni and his lawyer may hope that this latest stunt will get ahead of damaging evidence against him, but the video itself is damning. The video shows Mr. Baldoni repeatedly leaning in. Hey, Claudia, how are you doing today? Claudia, thank you so much for the super chat. Maybe he said the nose thing because she felt fat shame, and he wants to point out that she was willing to joke with body shaming him. I think when she made the comment about, oh, it's a little too nosy, I think he probably felt maybe annoyed, and as a defense mechanism, he's like, oh yeah, like I have a big nose. And then she continued on saying like the whole nose job thing. So I'm not saying that like he didn't feel totally comfortable with her comment. He was probably just trying to deflect and move on, but then she kind of kept going. But to her, she could say that, oh, well, he was joking and bantering back and forth with me about the nose thing. Justin Baldoni's lawyer may hope that this latest stunt will get ahead of the damning evidence against him, but the video itself is damning, Lively's legal team said in their statement. The video shows Mr. Baldoni repeatedly leaning in towards Miss Lively, attempting to kiss her, kissing her forehead, rubbing his face and mouth against her neck, flickering her lip with his thumb, caressing her and telling her how good she smells. Oh my God, who was doing the fucking statement? Come on. How good it smells thing was a banter between the two of them. It wasn't just out of nowhere, like how they said in their lawsuit. God, they have to be really careful with how they respond to this. Ah, jeez. Every moment of this was improvised from Mr. Baldoni with no discussion or consent in advance and no intimacy coordinator present. That's why I was wondering, what do they usually do? What is common practice when you have this type of acting on the set? I don't know. So maybe it is common practice, and maybe it is widely known that you have to discuss it ahead of time. There's no improvisation to be done, and maybe you do have to have an intimacy coordinator present. Was Baldoni trying to be creepy? Was Baldoni trying to just do what he thought was best for the scene at the time? Does Baldoni just lack experience because he's like kind of new to the director / directing? I don't know. I think he's directed like 2 other movies though, right? But I don't know if they were romance movies though. They also mentioned that Baldoni was in a position of power as the film's director and Lively's boss. The video shows Miss Lively leaning away, repeatedly asking for characters to just talk. Any woman who had been inappropriately touched in the workplace will recognize Miss Lively's discomfort. They will recognize her attempts at levity and try to deflect the unwanted touching. Yeah, that was the part that I could see her trying to say. So it's like, okay, where she's just trying to say, let's talk instead of you trying to kiss me and touch me and stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, jeez. Because I don't know if he was just, it just didn't seem like he was doing it because he was trying to be creepy. It just seems like he just did it because he just thought it was best for the scene. But maybe that is crossing a line. No woman should have to take a defensive measure to avoid being touched by their employer without their consent. This matter is in active litigation in federal court. Releasing this video to the media rather than presenting it as evidence in court is another example of unethical attempt to manipulate the public. It is also a continuation of their harassment and retaliatory campaign. So I think the first half of their statement sucks, but I think the second half a lot better. This part right here, where it says like, oh, the reason why she just wanted to talk because she felt uncomfortable. And, you know, Baldoni was the one who was like, kept like, you know, trying to inappropriately touch her, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. When we're watching the scene, it just seems like it seems like he was being professional and she just kept talking. I don't know. But, or a broken record at this point. Hey, Salsa, how are you doing today? How's it going? Hello, hello. I don't know. I don't know if intimacy coordinators are needed for a scene like that. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know set stuff. So I'm not going to make assumptions about it. I do not know. Not the dragons. You know, I saw the dragon text message. I don't know how I missed it because I didn't remember seeing it in the complaint. But yeah, I watched. I re-saw some of her text messages to Justin Baldoni, and I'm just like, oof, God, these text messages are kind of bad, But anyways, I don't know. Maybe this is why she took over directing, because she didn't want to have the scenes where she felt uncomfortable with him to be included in the movie, or she just wanted to take over because he was open to her suggestions and he maybe lacked evidence to put his foot down and let her steamroll over him. All right, well, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Is there anything that I'm missing? I also know there's 2 sides to every story, and I'm trying not to dismiss hers from this one clip. There's probably a lot of truth and lies on both sides. I want more information. I'm with you, Melissa. I'm with you on that one. Jan, wait, what's fucking with you guys? I thought it was going crazy. Hi, Vert. How are you doing today? Hello. How's it going? I would like to know why, during It Ends With Us, closing credits, Blake thanked Gordon Reynolds. Who's Gordon Reynolds? I would like to know why, during the It Ends With Us closing credits, Blake thanked Gordon Reynolds, which is Ryan's name he used in the credits of Deadpool and Wolverine for playing Nice Pool. Why? Where is the Gordon Reynolds name? I heard about the Gordon Reynolds name in the Deadpool one. I think like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about the ends of those closing credits. I can pull it up, I guess. But like I mentioned, this dance montage was only 2 to 3 seconds of it was used in the movie. She wanted to talk instead of kissing him, coupled with making jokes, so it didn't feel cruel. Didn't feel something. There must be safe words in these movies that must be in the contract, you know? I don't know, and I feel like it's also hard too when you're supposed to be acting for a montage, but then at the same time you're breaking character. Does that blur the lines of, hey, are we breaking character or are we just acting for a scene? But the Gordon Reynolds, you said the credits is also in the Ends With Us credits. Where is that? Or did she say it somewhere? When they did a comparison of both edits, they said her edit had more Lily-centered scenes. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. Where was that in P? I think I missed that. Improv is not supposed to happen. We do see her giving instructions and then basically doing improv. There's also a part where, so Blake Lively was saying that, hey, Justin Baldoni is inappropriate because he's improvising things that are like intimate, right? In Justin Baldoni's complaint, he talks about how Blake Lively also did improv as well in like a kissing scene or some sort. So I'm assuming they are probably going to be dropping that at some point to show that, hey, you know, improv happened on both sides, maybe. I don't know, maybe. 91. Moreover, it was Lively who engaged in unchoreographed kissing scenes. One scene, again captured on camera, exhibits Lively pulling Baldoni in to kiss her. It is clear Lively was initiating unchoreographed kissing. So we would need to see the script, I guess, and then see the footage of that. In one take, she pulled Baldoni in and kissed him once. In another, the number of kisses, entirely initiated by Lively, changed at her whim. Baldoni, as a professional actor who, among other roles, played the lead's love interest in television's Jane the Virgin for 5 years, 100 episodes, is like most actors, accustomed to rehearsing or filming scenes multiple times, often with variations, without needing permission while in character. So that's why I'm wondering if Justin Baldoni's experience was different than how Blake Lively does things. Because it seems like with Justin Baldoni, improvisations may be okay, and you don't really need permission for every little variation that's going to happen. However, maybe in Blake Lively, maybe in her experience, you're not allowed to do that. You're not supposed to. But I don't know. They're saying that she did engage in improvisation as well. While Lively now takes issue with any innocuous improvisation Baldoni as Ryle may have allegedly initiated while in character, Baldoni treated the relationship on camera as professional, each playing their part, each doing their job. No one was supposed to improvise. Baldoni would have no way of knowing based on Lively's own actions. That's why I was like, is there just no communication happening between the two of them? Was it getting worse on one side to the point where, hey, you know what? During this whole strike, did she vent to other people? And then they were like, holy shit, that's actually not okay. And then she's like, really? It's not okay? Okay, I was thinking it was not okay, but like, you know what? Now I understand. It really isn't okay. So now I'm not going to return to production unless he agrees to these sets of rules, right? So I don't know if that's what happened. I don't know if she was trying to get the dailies to try to show that like, hey, you know, this happened. Is this okay? And like, maybe she was trying to consult back with her team. If Lively was not supposed to improvise, Baldoni would have no way of knowing based on her actions. Lively demonstrated again and again that this was normal and acceptable part of filming romantic scenes. So I don't know if there's just like a lack of communication or something. He told her they needed her not to talk because the montage was slow motion and her lips moving would look weird. The stuff isn't even packed and my neighbor's trying to kill. Good luck with your neighbor. Good luck. I thought you moved out or something. It's acting, a mutually agreed job. She seems awkward even in interviews, so I don't know. Want to point out that the allegations are serious about SH. SH. Who's SH? Where is the evidence of all the other than crop text messages that didn't actually show the actual context that we saw in the text? How did she get them? SH? Who's SH? Am I missing something? Or am I just not using my brain to the full capacity right now? And SH is someone that's obvious. I think they talk about how much, each edit performed in Justin's complaint included the demographics. She did improv. Not only we see her giving instructions on the scene, there's another viral clip with her instructions on with her instruction him on how to pull and kiss her. I do know that the intimacy coordinator is supposed to be there. The key female demographics are higher in Justin's cut, but BLs went up with men and men aren't their audience. I think I remember that. Justin Baldoni's did better with their key demographics. I couldn't see the actual graph though, it's kind of blurry. But I think Blake Lively did better in women 35 and up, I think. It was like women 35 and something, I don't remember. Oh, sexual harassment. Sorry, I thought it was someone's name. Romantic acting is so cringe when you think about it as acting. Yeah, it's definitely hard to do. Okay, so let me reread that then. Want to point out that the allegations are serious about sexual harassment. Where's the evidence of all the other than crop texts and that don't show the actual context as we saw? And the text, how did she get them? How did Blake Lively get the text messages? Well, the employee who was Justin Baldoni's PR, she quit, and then the employer took possession back of the phone. On that phone was also her personal number, but that phone also had her personal text messages, business text messages as well, phone calls, emails, and all that. And that's how they were able to get the text messages. If that's what you're asking. Blake was fine with Ben Affleck acting and directing her. And what movie were they in together with Blake Lively and Ben Affleck? Blake Lively, Ben Affleck. Blake Lively plays in a lot of romance movies where she's like the love interest and stuff like that. Justin Baldoni, I know he directed other movies. I don't know if he was also a director and the actor. I don't think so, right? I think he was just a director. But those movies, I don't think they were romance movies. So I just wonder if there was just like a way of doing things that Justin Baldoni didn't know, because on his past experience on previous sets, maybe they did things a certain way that's different than Blake Lively. The Town. Oh my God, that movie was so bad. I forgot about that. I'm pretty sure I hated that movie. Dude, was this movie good? Am I tripping? I feel like I hated this movie. What is this movie about? Oh my God, I forgot about this movie. Crime, thriller, Ben Affleck, Blake Lively's in it. Bank robber who begins to develop romantic feelings for a victim of his previous robberies while he and his crew set out to go get one final score by robbing Fenway Park. God, I remember I didn't like this movie. I feel like it was so bad that I just forgot about it completely. You remember liking it? Okay, maybe I'll rewatch it again. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I did not like this movie. He directed this? Oh, yeah, it was directed by Ben Affleck. Oh, I didn't know that. Cops and Robbers, Silent Hill. I'm not gonna lie, I did think about Silent Hill. It's a movie about a town, obviously. I know, fucking obviously. Shit, Corgi, I should have fucking known that. The town created Jeremy Renner's, who? Jeremy Renner. No, I thought Jeremy Renner was already big. You're talking about Hawkeye? Was he not big previously? I feel like I've seen his face before. No? He was in 28 Weeks Later. Come on now. Wait, he wasn't in 28 Weeks Later. Yeah, he was like the good cop, right? In 28 Weeks Later? Yeah, no. I don't think that created his career. Did it? I think it's a good movie, but allegedly her and Ben Affleck hooked up during the filming and he was married. Dude, I don't think she can pull this BS with Ben. He's like way too big. She took her job and framed as if she's getting on stage when it's a romance movie. How many people have complained about JB? How many people complained about BL? So many complained about Blake. Only 2 JB. Who were the 2 people who complained about JB? Are you talking about the one in the lawsuit? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if anyone comes out and complains about Justin Baldoni. But so far, we are just waiting and watching. The Gone Girl. Oh, dude. I want to rewatch Gone Girl. Gosh, that movie. I recently read the book. Well, does it count if I listen to the Audible? It counts. So I recently read the book. Oh my God, dude. That fucking book pisses me off so much, but it's so good. So good. Corgi doesn't like action movies. I actually don't. Yeah, I'll watch action movies because a lot of actors that I don't mind watching like to be in action movies, like The Rock or like some comedians, stuff like that. But like, yeah, action movies aren't really my thing. Well, I'll watch them sometimes. Savages wasn't a romantic movie, but her in a highly sexual relationship. Savages. You know what I want to watch? I want to watch the Sisterhood Traveling Pants. I've never seen that movie before. Blake Lively movies. What movies has she been in? Oh God, this just popped up on my screen. Do you guys watch If with Ryan Reynolds? I thought it was gonna be so good because Ryan Reynolds is in it and John Krasinski, but I could not finish it. I couldn't finish it at all. I was like, this movie sucks, but maybe I didn't give it a chance. I do appreciate you being conscious and not simply saying that's it. We know what happened now. We just don't. There's just so much. I feel like we're barely scratching the surface. We barely are. My nosy ass, we're going to continue seeing what's up with this. Blake Lively. She's been in... Oh, I didn't know she was Lady Pool. I had no idea. Wait, she was just the voice of Lady Pool or was she actually Lady Pool? I think she was just a voice of Lady Pool. Blake Lively. Simple Favor. Love that movie. I hope they make a second one. Or I think they already made the second one, but it's... Maybe they'll release it. Maybe they won't. And I think the director said they were going to release it. I watched Cafe Society. I didn't even know she was even in it. Age of Adeline, love this movie. I love this movie. Gossip Girl, Savages. I don't remember Savages. Green Lantern. We don't talk about Green Lantern. The Town. Yeah, I want to watch The Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. I heard it's good. I've never seen it before. But there are other people that are in it. Oh, Alexis Beetle from Gilmore Girls. She's in it. I want to watch that. Okay, the Gordon Reynolds thing in the It Ends With Us credit is crazy. I have to look that up because It ends with us. It ends with us. Blake Lively, It Ends With Us credits hints at Deadpool. Where? Blake Lively may have hinted a connection between It Ends With Us and Ryan Reynolds' Nice Pool character. Fans pointed out alleged similarities between Ryan's Deadpool and Wolverine alter ego and Ends With Us director co-star Justin Baldoni. Blake thanked Gordon Reynolds. During It Ends With Us closing credits, she thanked Gordon Reynolds, which is Ryan's alias, the same name he used to credit the Deadpool and Wolverine for portraying Nice Pool, fictitious superhero who wears his hair in a man bun. Nice Pool declares it's okay that he commented on the post-baby appearance of Lady Pool because, as he puts it, identify as a feminist. Yeah, they probably were making fun of him. Blake, who filed a formal lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sorry. So how does she thank him at the end? Is it just like letters on the screen? Or is it like where does she put Gordon Reynolds? And why would she name it with the last name Reynolds? Why not just give it a totally different name? She only voiced the character. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea. I love Anna Kay tearing her a new one. Anna Kendrick in the interview was so uncomfortable. I don't know. I felt like, okay, people were like, wow, Blake Lively is bullying Anna Kendrick in this interview. I felt the opposite. I felt like Anna Kendrick was like throwing jabs at Blake Lively and Blake Lively was sitting there like uncomfortable. There was like 2 interviews that I saw. I don't know. They did so many fucking interviews together because there's like so many news outlets out there. But the one that I saw, it was like, damn, like Anna Kendrick was like kind of going a little bit hard at Blake Lively a little bit. There was one where she's like, don't touch me. And I was like, holy shit. But I don't know if there was like if that's just how Anna Kendrick jokes around and plays around. Because I don't really watch celebrity interviews. So I don't know how Anna Kendrick is in interviews. Maybe she's just like that. Or maybe there was some drama happening between the two of them. Anna has the same type of banter. She doesn't get called a mean girl. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, wait a second. Y'all think Blake Lively was bullying Anna Kendrick in this video? I don't know, man. I felt like Anna Kendrick was her banter was a little bit, you know, it was a little bit, it was not super, I don't know how to describe it. Because there are some people that just banter like that. Like I banter like that, right? Where it could seem kind of crass, I guess. Anna Kendrick was so mean to Blake. I'm not a fan of hers. I don't know if she was like so mean, but like I just felt like she was like either that's just her way of bantering, or she completely hates Blake and she wants people to know that she's really passive aggressive towards Blake, and you know, because like you can't just be straight up like assholes to each other, right? In an interview, but you could do like little jabs here and there. And it wasn't kidding. And it was adorable in between the scenes with Trevor Noah Daly's show. Pull It Up, It's Cute. Was that a while back ago? Was that a while back ago? Was that a long while ago? Did you see the interview of Blake Lively when she was in her first gig and she made fun of her coworker for being born in jail by shitting that one of us was born in a cage? It was so messed up. Okay, I saw the interview and I just didn't think that it was that bad because the context of it didn't seem like she was joking about Leighton Meester being born in prison. I think she was just making a joke that her co-stars were monkeys, and then she's like, yeah, some of them were born in the cage. But I don't know. Maybe that joke had multiple layers. But when I was watching that short little snippet of it, it just seems like she was just calling them like little monkeys and they were just born in cages. But I don't know. Maybe it was a multi-layered joke that was aimed directly at Leighton Meester. Possibly. There was another clip that I did see though, where she used that joke again. Sorry, I didn't see it, but I saw the thumbnail. I haven't clicked on it yet. So I don't know if Blake Lively had if she had like a penchant for joking about cages when doing interviews with Leighton Meester, then okay, then, you know, she's obviously trying to say something. But that one interview that I saw, I just thought she was just talking about monkeys and, you know, them just being in cages. All right. There's too many instances of her being a mean person. Call me crazy, but that says something. When a cannibal doesn't like you, a cannibal, one of her coworkers, there's something wrong with you. I was like, who's the fucking cannibal? Are we talking about Hannibal Lecter here? Are we talking about Armie Hammer? Is that what his name is? I was like, who's the fucking cannibal? Oh, God. But she's not funny. It's an awkward joke. Yeah, so a lot of her jokes do kind of fall flat, and I think that's just how she is. I don't think she's like funny. She's like the type of person who thinks she's funny. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm like that too, though, right? Where I'm like, I'm the only one that laughs at my own jokes sometimes. But yeah, a lot of her jokes do kind of like land flat. But I don't know. I don't know. The Blake Lively mean girl stuff. When you take it out of context, it looks really bad. But then when you kind of watch the video, it's just like, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I think that's just how she is. And I don't think she's like trying to be mean. I think she just likes to like throw jabs at people. Yeah, Armie Hammer, whatever his name is. Dude, I was like, who the fuck is a cannibal? When Blake was forcing cocktails on people, oh yeah, that's annoying behavior. On the interviewer's like boyfriend, right? When she was like trying to get him to drink and it was like 10 a.m. and stuff like that. Yeah, that's annoying. Is a pita? What is a pita? What's a pita? I didn't saw people saying Blake was bullying Anna. Just look how Anna can't stand Blake. There's a lot of lore about Anna not liking Blake. The internet ran with that, but who knows? I saw a combination of both. I saw a combination. I was like, oh my God, Blake is so mean to Anna, or like, you know, Anna can't stand Blake. And her old video admitting to just resurface. Oh, I haven't seen that. She's a pain in the ass. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. I don't know. We'll see what else happens. You know, it seems like we might get a flurry of evidence just, you know, coming up on the internet, whether it's going to be other footages, Blake and Justin Baldoni on the set, or some text messages. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it, guys. That is about it. If a cannibal doesn't like you, I'm sorry, you're cooked. He was so insulted by her. I only saw one interview with Armie Hammer when he was talking about Gossip Girl, but I think it was like him talking about being kicked off the set, right? Because he was supposed to play Blake Lively's like love interest in, was it like in season 2 or something? But then something went down, and I think they had to like kick him off the set. Manchal, I appreciate you being here. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys being here because, you know, sometimes there are perspectives or there are videos or, you know, things that I miss. So I like watching this with you guys or reading things with you guys. That way you guys can give me another perspective and we're not just like, I don't know, just like stuck in like one mindset. So it's always interesting to see what you guys think about all this. The plantation thing. Yeah, I think that website is still up. You can still go to that venue and you can still have your wedding there. You know, the Southern antebellum vibes. Thank you, Nisa, for sure. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye, Front Helm. Bye, Jan. Bye, Joe. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye, Buzzy. Your cooks is the cannibal. Oh, gosh. But yeah, if there's anything else that you guys want to share, feel free to join the Discord. We do have a Discord section. We have a true crime section. We have a news section as well. If there's anything about this case you guys want to share with us, feel free to post it in there. If there are interviews that I haven't seen yet, or if you guys want me to watch some stuff, just post it in there. I'll check it out. All right, guys. Blake is gaslighting Corky. Listen, I think a little bit of gaslight might be happening on both sides, okay? All right, because you know how we saw how the scene was represented in both complaints, and then we watched the scene because, you know, one of the side decided to show it to us. We're like, it wasn't as bad as what they said, or they're missing out this context, or it didn't happen in the way that they said it happened, right? I don't know. Like, you take it out of context, it looks really bad, but then you watch the scene unfold, you're just like, oh, well, they're kind of both joking. This is happening. That's happening. They're both out of character. I don't know. Maybe she feels uncomfortable. Maybe she's pulling away. Maybe she's pulling back. I don't know. I can't tell. Can't get into her mind. Bye, lady. Have a good one. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. I do want to do part 2 of Sherry Frankie's book. Again, if you guys haven't already, get it on Amazon. Someone said that it is now the book of the month or something like that, where it's discounted to $11. I think Rain said that. So I think it's discounted. So guys, check it out or get it on Audible. And then I do want to do part 2 because part 2 of Sherry Frankie's book is so frustrating. So frustrating. Momo, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for the resub. 77 months, tier 1. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. See ya, guys. See ya. I'll see you guys later. It seems like you're more on Blake's side. No. I think initially when all the hate was happening with Blake, I felt bad for her because I felt like the hate that she was getting didn't amount to what she was actually doing. Now, I'm not saying that there were interviews that she did that were excusable or that she wasn't rude in, in certain interviews. But I think all the hate that she got, I was really confused. I was like, damn, like she's getting so much fucking hate. Like, what the heck? And then like for a lot of it was for her interviews that she did like a long time ago, right? I like to believe that people can change. However, when her complaint came out, I was like, oh shit, like, is this what happened? Like, was she really being tarnished? Was she being sexually harassed? We don't know. We still have to wait for it, right? And then Justin Baldoni's complaint came out. And I'm like, damn, was Blake Lively just really sensitive about certain things? Is Blake Lively the type of person who thinks that you're creeping on her when you're really not and he's trying to be professional? So I'm at the point right now where I just feel like both sides are taking one thing and then representing it in the most egregious way to try to convince the public to be on their side. But then we get this footage and we're like, okay, I don't know. I feel like both sides are doing a little bit of weird mind games with us right now. So I think it's better to just kind of be prudent about the whole thing and then just wait as more things unfold. Like right now, I don't feel like hate towards Justin Baldoni because I'm like, damn, like what if Justin Baldoni really just got fucked over? Or what if Blake Lively really just got creeped on set and then, she completely got her reputation destroyed? Not just by Justin Baldoni, right? It seems like a lot of the stuff was just people just generally just don't like her. They saw videos of her that resurfaced from years ago, and I think people just find her to be really unlikable. I don't think it's just Justin Baldoni's team like completely destroying her, but I don't know. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I do truly think that people just find her to be unlikable. All right, guys. Brian Bradley, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brian Bradley. Thank you so much for the $9.99. I think, like, compared to other people who have been covering this, like I said, I've watched a lot of other content creators covering this, and I think they have more stronger opinions than I do. So maybe because my opinions aren't as strong, it may seem like I'm on Blake's side. But I think we're at a point right now where we just have to see more information come out from both sides. And you know what? It might be a long fucking journey, It just may never end. It may be like 4 years, 5 years down the road. I mean, look how long it took Johnny Depp to eventually clear his name, right? 6 fucking years. So, lawsuits, all this legal stuff can take a really long time. And I don't know if both sides are going to be willing to settle. Their reputation is at hand, unless one side decides to just be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to just quit Hollywood. I'm just going to go to Spain, retire, and just get the fuck out of the public eye. But I think at this point, I think it's going to be really hard to have one side to decide to just drop a lawsuit or just settle. It's just reputations that are at hand, and they're both fairly pretty young-ish. Like Blake's in her, like late 30s. Baldoni, I think, in his late 30s as well. Like they have a whole career ahead of them, and I don't think it's something that they would want to give up on. She comes off as someone who's passive aggressive with her comments, as they're sometimes rude, and then just kind of says, just kidding. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, sorry, I know I said I was going to go, but one last thing. So I was watching Bose's video yesterday. I was watching the beginning of it, where she talks about the interview that Blake Lively did. So the interview with Blake Lively bothers me because I don't know why Blake acted that way. It's so weird. I think a lot of people feel the same way. Like, why the fuck did she act that way? Why did she, so the interview starts off with "Congrats on your little bump," and then Blake Lively responds, "Congrats on your little bump." And so it's like, why does she sound so defensive? Why does she act that way? And I just never really understood. My mental thought was like, okay, well, did something happen beforehand where Blake Lively already has this poor image of this interviewer, but the interviewer said that, there's no interaction beforehand. I don't know if the interviewer is saying congrats on your little bump, if to Blake Lively that was seen as maybe offensive. Like, how sometimes people say like, oh, you're working your little hobby. Maybe the word little is something that diminishes something that's like big to someone. So I don't know if that's why Blake Lively acted the way she did. I mean, honestly, it seems really sensitive in my opinion. Sensitive, and I don't know if she was having a bad day, or I don't know what the drama was happening during that time frame. If there was drama with her pregnancy, or if she was having issues getting pregnant, and then when someone says, "Oh, congrats on your little bump," maybe the way that she heard it was offensive. Although when we're watching and we're listening to it, we're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with how she said it at all. I don't know. Sorry. That was just like a random little tangent thing that I just wanted to chat with you guys about, because it always bothered me why she seemed so defensive at that comment when it seemed like it wasn't a big deal. I don't know. Anyways. Congrats on your, oh, great. Yes. So I will be gone for about 10 days. Although, well, I guess there'll be 1 week when I'm not streaming. So I'm going to be gone next week for about 10 days. We're going to be going to Europe for the first time. Never been to Europe before. So I'm excited, and hopefully California doesn't continue burning down, because I was a little bit nervous leaving my house. But I think so far they are containing the fires. There's a new fire that started, but it's way north of us. But yeah, I hope they're able to contain it. Crazy. The interviewer came out and spoke about it. Yeah, I mean, I've heard from her side. She says that nothing happened beforehand, and it was just like really strange that she acted that way. And then also, like, if I was the interviewer and I was like, "Hey, congrats on your little bump," and someone said to me, "Congrats on your little bump," I would probably feel really insecure, because you know how like sometimes you're like sitting and then like your skin kind of like bunches up, and then maybe it looks like you're like, a little bit like chunky or fat or something like that. Someone's like, "Oh, congrats on your little bump." It's like, damn, is that person calling me like fat or something? Like, am I like unfit? I don't know. It's a strange comment. Maybe Blake Lively is just a really weird person. I don't know. It'd be really interesting to see what she's going to. No, it'll be interesting to see if she ever addresses it, if she ever responds to that, or if she's just going to ignore it and, never ever address it. Some people hear that question as someone calling them fat. If you weren't pregnant and if you weren't open about your pregnancy, I don't know. In that interview, she looks pregnant to me. And then I'm just going based off the comments, but I'm sure we can do like a Google history search to see if Blake Lively announced her pregnancy during the time when filming for that movie wrapped up and she was like doing interviews or something. But I mean, she looked pregnant. She looked pregnant. I don't know. Kind of weird. There's also another interview where something similar happens. Oh, she's very conscious about her figure and her weight. Do you know Buzzy Buzz Buzz? Do you know what interview that is? So I can look it up. Yeah, maybe she is the type of person who's really conscious, self-conscious about the way she looks. But I mean, girl, you're pregnant, and she kind of looked pregnant. She looked pregnant. I don't want to say kind of looked pregnant. She looked pregnant. To me, it was just a congratulations. Yeah, it just seems like, oh, congrats on your little bump. But I don't know if like little bump made it seem like her pregnancy was like insignificant or something. I don't know, but that to me would just be like, that's like super fucking sensitive, like overly sensitive to react to a comment like that. But anyways, sometimes I'll just like randomly have thoughts about this, and I just want to share with you guys. Because like I mentioned earlier, it was bothering me why she acted that way. And I'm like, what in the world could be going on in her mind? Again, it's all speculation. She's just mean. Yeah, it could be that too. But I don't. It's just a weird reaction. It's like, hey, you look pretty today. Oh, well, you look pretty today. I don't know. So weird. Seth Meyers' interview. Do you know when that was? Blake Lively on her pregnancy. Is it 8 years ago? Blake Lively chats pregnancy in Cafe Society with Megyn Kelly. I mean, she's talking about her pregnancy. Maybe this will be interesting to watch. Let's see.
You have a baby at home, and you have a baby on the way. Congratulations.
What makes you say that?
The shark told me.
You know you don't ever say that to a woman.
You're not supposed to say that to
No,
a
my
woman?
mom actually went up to someone that she hadn't seen in years. She goes, oh, congratulations, and you're so far along.
Oh, no.
She's like, I'm not. It's even a little bit far along.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, you guys can't see it. I don't know. Maybe she's just really sensitive about that. Or maybe she thought she was being funny. Maybe she thought she was being funny, and she doesn't know how to be funny. I don't fucking know.
You have a baby at home, and you have a baby on the way. Congratulations.
What makes you say that?
The shark told me.
You know you don't ever say that to a woman.
You're not supposed to say that to
No,
a
my
woman?
mom actually went up.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's like maybe she didn't announce her pregnancy, and then him saying something, or I don't know. Maybe she's just really sensitive. I don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she's joking. Shit, I don't fucking know. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of Blake Lively's mind. Okay, we're gonna get out. We're not in her mind, but we're gonna try to get out of it. Okay, I don't know. It's all speculation. All right, guys. That's about it for today. I hope you guys take care. And if there's anything else about, oh, sorry, hold on. Someone said about gag order. Should I look it up really quick? Blake Lively gag order, and then we'll leave. Sometimes I really think she's funny, but it never is. And yet, yeah, I know. I do think so too. I do think that she thinks she's really funny, or she just has like an awkward sense of humor that doesn't land right. Let's see. E-News. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds request gag order for Justin Baldoni over improper conduct. Lively and Reynolds are seeking further legal protection. Same day, Justin Baldoni's legal team, headed by attorney Brian Friedman, released the behind-the-scenes footage of Baldoni and Lively dancing on the set. The couple's own lawyer issued a letter to a judge, Louis J. Lehman, January 21, seeking a gag order for Friedman. Do we have a copy of this? The same day, Justin Baldoni, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the document obtained by E! News. Lively's legal team alleges that virtually every day since Lively filed her civil rights complaint, December 21, Mr. Friedman has given television interviews, appeared on podcasts, issued inflammatory written statements, leaked information, including remarkably documents, but now as documents, preservation demands to third parties, to the Hollywood press, and tabloid media. Further, Lively and Reynolds' attorneys, who reiterated that Lively issued a cease and desist to Baldoni's Wayfair Studios to stop their alleged online harassment campaign prior to filing her December 21 civil complaint, alleged that many of Friedman's public statements not only continued the campaign of retaliation that was subject of Ms. Lively's first cease and desist letter, but they also contained numerous new false statements about Ms. Lively and others. I wonder, is this a good look for them? Is it a good look to do the cease and desist? Or is it better to also, on her team, leak stuff to, to other parties and evidence and stuff like that? This is why I don't think she has access to the footages. Yeah, I don't think she has access to the footages. Or maybe she just wants to do things the right way and have everything play out in court. But like I said, that'd be years from now. The request includes several examples of Friedman's communication to various media outlets, with Lively's lawyers alleging the list of 10 lengthy statements is surely incomplete, in which he calls Lively's own statements and legal proceedings unethical, shameful, and false. Elsewhere in the letter, the attorneys note that Lively submitted a cease and desist letter directly to Friedman, who is an attorney for Baldoni, as well as Wayfair Associates, December 23rd, for his continued statements to the press. The document further highlighted Baldoni's legal team releasing footage from It Ends With Us to various media outlets, including E! News, as well as their recent statements made to multiple outlets, amid of their plans to launch a website detailing all the correspondence and videos to quash Lively's claims. Lively's counsel argues that Friedman's ongoing public comments violate New York State rules of public conduct regarding trial publicity. As Ms. Lively's counsel has attempted repeated to caution Mr. Friedman, federal litigation must be conducted in court in accordance to relevant rules of professional conduct. His conduct threatens to and will materially prejudice both the Lively case and the Wayfair case by tainting the jury pool because his statements were deliberately aimed at undermining the character, credibility, and reputation of numerous relevant parties. But if you're Justin Baldoni and let's say these allegations were untrue, I could see why you would want to clear your name right now. Lively and Reynolds' latest legal request comes amidst their ongoing battle against with Mr. Baldoni. After filing their civil complaint, Lively official filed a lawsuit December 31. Baldoni has countersued. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Blake Lively gag order. Claudia, she started leaking a complaint that should have stayed private. Oh, ooh. Good point. And then, yeah, had New York Times. Yep, have New York Times report on it. I think that's a good point. Does anyone know if you guys have a copy of it anywhere? Why is this font size so big? Oh shit, we're like 150%. Do we have a copy of the gag order by any chance? Oh god, this article is lengthy. Give me a second. TMZ exclusive. I don't know if anyone uploaded the complaint anywhere. I can't wait to see how the lawsuit goes, to be honest. Yes, we're just going to keep on vacuuming the sidewalk and see what happens. New York Daily News. Oh gosh, I was made to log in. Okay, well, I will keep an eye out for this protective order / gag order if anyone uploaded it. If you guys see it anywhere, let me know. But this could be a bad look for the Lively Reynolds team. Because people could just see it as, oh, you're just trying to silence a man who's trying to prove that he is not what you allege in your lawsuit that you had New York Times report on. So I think, yeah, I can see it could be a bad look. But, you know, maybe they're playing the long game. Maybe they're expecting to be exonerated in the future, and that's why they'll play as the bad guy for now. Hopefully in the future, thinking that, you know, she can prove that her allegations were true and that Baldoni was the bad guy. I don't know. Like I said, if you guys have the, if you guys come across a gag order or if I find it, I'll post it in the Discord. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you guys have a good one and take care. Yeah, I feel the same way, Delgado. I feel the same way. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good one, and don't let this mentally strain you. Don't let it mentally strain you.